India's Chandrayaan-2 mission is set to reach the moon in about 60 days. The spacecraft was launched from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in South India on July 22, 2019 after a series of technical difficulties. The journey to the moon will take approximately 30 days for Chandrayaan-2 to reach its destination with the help of a series of maneuvers to enter Moon's orbit. After the launch, the Chandrayaan-2 achieved an elliptical orbit around Earth, moving away from the planet gradually. The next step is the spacecraft's insertion into a lunar transfer trajectory, which is expected to take almost a month to attain. After this maneuver, Chandrayaan-2 will move slowly away from Earth towards the moon, and continue to get farther away over the course of 30 days. During this travel time, the spacecraft will employ a series of methods and propulsion techniques to make its way to the moon. Tiny minute corrections in the spacecraft's trajectory will help it stay on the planned path, even if there are slight deviations due to the spacecraft's performance. For the journey, the spacecraft will execute 4 orbit-raising maneuvers and a translunar injection maneuver to help it move towards the moon. Furthermore, the spacecraft will prepare for its big maneuver, the lunar orbit insertion, LOI, by undergoing many other orbital changes and maneuvers, including a lunar capture maneuver. At the end of its current journey, Chandrayaan-2 will reach the moon's orbit and then make a soft landing on its surface, with the help of its onboard lander Vikram. Hence, the total number of days taken for the mission to reach the moon, from launch to landing, will be approximately 60 days. After the launching, Chandrayaan-2 would take approximately 30 days to reach the moon. During this time, the spacecraft will use a series of techniques and corrections to get onto the moon's orbit. This includes 4 orbit-raising maneuvers and a translunar injection maneuver, which helps the craft move away from the Earth and towards the moon. These maneuvers will help Chandrayaan-2 stay on its planned path, even if there are any minor deviations due to the spacecraft's performance. At the end of its journey, the spacecraft will perform a lunar orbit insertion to reach the moon's orbit and make a soft landing on its surface. The time taken for the mission to reach the moon, including the landing, will be approximately 60 days, when all maneuvers are properly executed and the spacecraft is functioning well. Calculations suggest that Chandrayaan-2 will take up to 30 days to reach the moon after being launched from the Earth. This time is required for the spacecraft to move away from the Earth and get closer to the moon, in order for it to get into an orbit. During the 30-day period, the spacecraft will need to perform several adjustments to its trajectory, as well as crucial maneuvers such as a translunar injection. These maneuvers will help the spacecraft stay on its intended trajectory, despite slight deviations in its performance. Finally, after 30 days, Chandrayaan-2 will enter the moon's orbit and make a soft landing on its surface. Hence, India's ambitious mission to reach the moon requires approximately 60 days, and 30 days of this time will be needed to move away from the Earth and reach the moon. To reach the moon in 60 days, Chandrayaan-2 will take 30 days to get into the moon's orbit. This time will be necessary for the spacecraft to take various maneuvers and corrections to its trajectory for making its way towards the Moon. The spacecraft will periodically need to make adjustments to its trajectory and other maneuvers in order to stay on its planned course.